Right, so I have the Rogers high-speed internet, and I'm going to show you some tests about this internet. So, first, let's actually look at what the speed should actually be. Well, this is ultimate fiber. I can't have this service at my house. I can have this one though. What's the price? But I don't pay that price actually because I have a 70% discount on my internet. So if I do the math, I actually don't know how much I pay. So let's do the math actually really quickly. So I have a 70% discount, and the price over here is, if I times that by 0.3, the price that I pay is $36.89. Well, that actually is pretty much 90 cents. So if we do 36.9 plus $30 for my unlimited add-on. I also have unlimited add-on because this only gives me $250. So I have my unlimited add-on. If I do the equals sign, my final price comes out to $66.90. And if I do my tax, 1.13, $75 for unlimited, 150 megabits per second download and 10 megabits per second upload. I mean, I think it's a pretty good price. Yeah, it's a pretty good price, I think. So anyway, let's just do some quick little pings and tracers. Anyway, someone's calling me. I wonder who it could be. Call from auto.
Call from 17185696695.
Whatever, I'm not gonna answer that phone. Let's do
Call from
CMD.
17185696695.
Let's ping 8.8.8. Ping that. Let's see what we get. That's pretty good. That is amazing. Ping to 8.8.8. Let's ping Google.ca. Again, that is perfect. Perfect. Let's also do trace TV. Let's trace Google.ca. So as you can see, all these reverse DNS resolvers, or I'm not sure what they're called. Actually, these are not provided by Rogers. All these reverse DNS, I have them using pfsense, which is my firewall. I have them reverse DNS in my pfsense DNS server. So this is my node, the first one. If you look at the IP right here, that's my fiber optic node. From that node I have a coaxial connection. So that's the second one is my CMTS. This one is main fiber for Rogers that they use to go to Toronto. And all of this is Google stuff. It's pretty good. I love this connection actually. And I'll show you how I have these. See how it says 150 megabits per second fiber link host.ca and then CMT as Brampton CableNet Rogers1.com. All these numbers are actually in my pfsense. Go on to 192.1. Go on to this, log in, and go on to my DNS forwarder. If I go down, this is where I have all of these. So if we go to this one right here, this is what you were looking at just right now. Anyways, enough of that. Let's just look at speed tests now. Oh, by the way, it's a pretty good firewall. If anyone is looking for a good firewall for a really fast connection, pfsense is really good if you have a really good computer. As you can see, I'm running it on Intel Core 2 Extreme CPU X9650 running at 3 GHz, and I have 2 gigs of RAM on this system. Anyways, enough of that. Let's look at the actual tests. Right, so now let's test out Rogers high-speed internet. Bear in mind I have the Rogers high-speed internet ultimate, and I have the unlimited add-on as well. This is what I get. It's pretty good. I love this high-speed internet, and the ping is very good. Like 10 milliseconds. That's I mean perfect for a cable connection. That's perfect. Also, this, if you look at it over here, all this chunk right here is speed boost. So during the first 50 megabytes of what you download, you get pretty much unlimited speed, whatever is available on the node, and that's why I got a really high speed during the test. But this right here is 150 megabits per second. So that's my normal speed, 150 megabits per second, but during the initialization of the connection, I get speed boost. So let's try another one. Let's try Rogers one. Again, more than 150 is perfect. Actually, if I do it again, it'll be even more. Because my brother is actually using the internet, so that's why speed boost was a little bit less during the first test. That's perfect. Now let's do one more test. If I go on Google and then do a element bell speed test. So let's do a bell speed test first. Maybe just put a random number in here. See, now this speed test is really long. Now as you can see, it started out at like 200 something and now it's gone down. So it's getting close to my speed of 150 megabits per second, because that's my actual speeds, because by now the speed boost has worn off, so then it goes down to your normal speed. And my upload speed is 10.6, 10.7, usually around there. Well, actually it's 10.9 this time. It should be at exactly 10, but it's more than 10, as you can see. But yeah, the download one, there's always speed boost, and that's why it increases the number. Well, as long as more than 150, I'm happy. So another Alient. This is also a good test. Again, I'm getting more than 150. Again, with this longer speed test, the speed eventually starts going down, and that's when you know your speed boost is gone and now you're getting your normal 150 megabits per second. There you have it. It's pretty good. I really love the upload actually. I mean, I've never had a fast upload speed. You know, last year during this time, I had 2 megabits per second. So from 2 megabits per second this year, I've gone up to almost 11. I mean, that's a big increase. I'm loving the upload. And last year, this time, I had about 75 megabits per second on the download, and there was speed boost as well, so I had around 100 actually, around there usually. So it's pretty good. Right, so I'm gonna show you my switches first of all. So these are my switches. I have 3 switches here actually. One of them is my normal switch, which acts as a wireless AP for my pfSense. Then my second switch is just to increase the number of ports, because I only have 4 ports on the first one. Then with the second one I have an additional 4 ports. And the third one is actually a double net router, which is connected to my pfSense, and that router is for my tenants, so I can keep them on a different net, so they are completely separate from my LAN network. Basically, I'm gonna integrate their network with mine, but I haven't figured out a way to keep them separate. That's on my to-do list, and just haven't got the time to do it yet. What I'm thinking is, on my pfSense machine, I'm gonna have to add another NIC, and on that NIC I can put all my tenants. That way they'll be separate from my home network. Anyway, so here's my EMT, that's for the home phone. And the noise that you just heard was my bird, who is a sun conure. And my modem is right here. It's SB6141. That's my modem. Right there. SB6121. And these are my switches right here. And I just got a flashlight to show you everything around. Also wiring that right there is my amplifier. everything here is plugged into this little, well, it's not little, but it's UPS. Not everything's plugged, only my pfSense, amplifier, cable modem, switch, and the EMT is plugged into this. I'll show you my actual pfSense machine. It's right in here. This is where it is, and it's actually not a 850 watt power supply. It's actually, I think, a 230 or 240 something power supply from a Dell machine, but I'm just using the case of a 850 watt power supply because the case for the 250 or 241 wouldn't fit in that computer, actually, the case. So I had to use this one so I can mount it properly at the back over here. Oh, I also used the wires from the 851 as well. I just had to resolder them on, which was pretty simple actually. So, and you might be wondering why I used the 850 watt power supply's case. Is because the power supply in that case just was useless. It got burnt out, I think. So I just used the case of that one. And it was out of warranty. And I have a fan here as well to keep it cool, because this whole thing closes, and there's a little line here. Fresh air can be pulled in here. You can cool down the computer, and hot air gets blown out from the back. It's a pretty nice system. Right, so I'm gonna show you guys what the amplifier looks like in the outside box. And I've got the tool right here to open the box, so. Right here is everything. All of the lines are tagged. Right here is the drop input, ground wire, power, and all these are the lines that are going inside the house. And LED right there, you can see power. And all of these are the terminators, 75 ohm terminators. Right here. Oh, they're on here. Close the box now. Alright, so I'm going to show you the signal on my modem now. This is the signal that I have. It's a SB6141, not 121.